Alright, what's good guys? It's David, back again, finally, with another video. I'm not really going to do too much explaining as to like where I've been, because I've done that so many fucking times now, like who really actually cares? So, you know, obviously I've just been busy doing my shit, and again, the main premise I think I need to make this video too is, you know, I'm working on my shit, you know, that's kind of where all my money is going, like trying to like develop clothes and shit like that. It's super expensive. So I don't really have money to buy clothes anymore. Honestly, most of like the really like grail pieces in my closet, they're gone now. You know, I had to sell them, but I wanted to. I wanted the money. You know, I'd rather like have that money to put towards my shit because my shit's fresher. But you know, there's one thing that I'll always have. I'll always have like a love for clothes. That's like the main thing. I've always kind of been into clothes, even before I really knew that I was. But one thing that I've kind of always been doing since I was like 16, you know, like for a long time, I'm 23 now, is I've always been thrifting. I always just enjoyed thrifting. I don't, like when I was younger, me and my friends would kind of do it as like a joke, you know, we'd come to school and like ridiculous shit just to like have a laugh because we didn't give a fuck. But then it kind of developed into like, man, you know, like I like being able to go to a place, I could find something that nobody has, something that probably no one's ever seen before, hasn't seen in years, you know. It was just kind of like, to really be like your own individual. It's hard to do that at stores because, like, you know, you buy your Supreme tee, someone else probably bought that. No, somebody bought that fucking tee. Someone's gonna be rocking that tee. You can't, it's harder to feel like yourself. I mean, I do love stuff like that. I'm totally like, that's all good. But like for me, I kind of like having my own shit. So thrifting like really is honestly like the way to go. And like considering where I live, you know, I have a lot of thrift stores like Salvation Army. Goodwill's low-key trash for guys' clothes, but like there's those. We have Savers by us, which is like a little bit more expensive, but like actually has good shit and is well organized. But that is something I do every week, and I've pretty much been doing it every week for as long as I can remember, whether I even end up buying anything or not. But for the most part, I usually end up finding something, you know, because like if you go there and search for hours for like grail pieces and you find nothing, you're probably gonna walk out of there with at least like a $2 shirt or something. So I think I'm gonna probably turn this little thing into like a series because, like I said, you know, I'm low-key broke right now, trying to do my own shit. But I definitely have money every week to, you know, go to thrift stores, and especially if I'm going trying to find like denim to work on for my shit, I'm always finding stuff. So I'm gonna kind of just show a lot of the stuff I actually is super recent. So I actually can say it's more recent. Sometimes I low-key lied, or I would usually say, but all this stuff's probably within like the last month, to be honest. So let's get into the clothes. Finally, some clothes. It's been a while. Alright, so for the first piece, it's actually technically, I guess you could say, isn't thrifted, but like, there's like these vintage, there's like this, fuck, what road is it even? I think it might be like Milwaukee Avenue. It's like Bucktown like area in Chicago. There's like a bunch of cool, like old, like vintage type stores and shit like that. And I'd never really been down there before, considering I've lived in Chicago my whole life, still don't go, but I don't remember the name of the place, to be honest, but I kind of like broke a serious trend of mine, which is like crazy. I always wear boots. I've probably only talked about boots since I've like had this channel, but I bought a pair of Vans, and not just any Vans. These are the Harmony Korine like Syndicate slip-ons. So just like the classic white slip-on, but it has like this pink checkerboarding on the sides. Super fresh, like they just fit me really, really well. I'm hoping you saw the cool ass design on the inside. And then it also has like this weird pattern shit on the bottom. But I mean, these are pretty beat. Like I wear these a lot, especially when I'm just like going inside of the house and whatnot. So like they're pretty fucking gross, but that's Vans. I feel like if you wear Vans and they're like super fucking clean, it's like trash. Like you need to fuck them up. That's the point. So these were, I think, like 16 bucks, which is a super great deal because these were like kind of rare. But like most people don't really know too much about Harmony Korine. I feel like if you skate, you should know. If I know who he is, I can't fucking skateboard. You should know who Harmony Korine is. Directed kids, what is it, like Gummo, and then fucking Spring Breakers maybe. So it's like really, really famous director. Well, he didn't even direct kids, he wrote kids, but awesome pair of shoes for 15 bucks. I mean, I've seen some like on eBay, almost close to 100, but that's like in pretty perfect condition. Size 12, so Vans, Syndicate, Harmony Korine. Alright, so for the next piece, like, kind of felt like weird buying this. Is like super like kind of trendy thing right now, but like I found this vintage Champion sweatshirt. It's the one with the all embroidered like little script logo, kind of like the thing that the thing that Vetmont ripped off. It's a size extra large. It's kind of like a purplish bluish color, but it's like super stiff. You could tell it's old as shit. It has like the Champion logo right on here embroidered as well. Just kind of fit the way I wanted it to. It's kind of tight, like, to be honest, but it's like real. So since it's thicker, it doesn't show like a bunch of like weird shapes of bigger dudes' bodies like mine. So it's just good for kind of like wearing around the house, like for when I'm sleeping and shit. And it's kind of more cropped, so it's like more of an ideal fit for me for crew necks, because I hate when hoodies and crew necks are super long. It just doesn't look good on me. So I think this was like $2. I thought about selling it, but that was the original plan, but I actually kind of like it. So vintage Champion crew neck. Alright, so for the next piece, we're kind of going to go into a couple tees that I got now. This right here is this vintage Cher tour t-shirt. It's from her Believe tour back in like 2000. I mean, Cher's like old ass music is fire. I don't never really listen to her newer stuff, but if I'm gonna be honest with you, bro, Cher top 5 in her prime most beautiful women to have ever lived. I fuck with Cher. Cher's super tight. It's got this cool, it's got like the, not really cool, just like the standard like tour dates on the back, and then you got like the nice picture of her gorgeous beautiful face on the front. This is a 2X, and this is like super big on me, which like I'm normally between an XL and 2X, but this is very big, and the sleeves are super big. But I believe this was like $6, half off. I think it was actually only $3. So Cher, Believe Tour 2000. All right, so for the next t-shirt, I was super confused by this when I got this. You know, I'm kind of a fan of Lacoste. I've never really bought anything from them before, because I usually don't find it at thrift stores, and I'm definitely not paying retail for it. But it's this vintage Lacoste. It's almost kind of like a ringer tee, but it's not. Like, it has like the kind of like knitted like crew sleeve and whatnot, and regular crew neck, but it's got like this stripe. And it's only a half stripe on the sleeves. But it's got this awesome, it's got the classic alligator, crocodile, whatever the fuck it is, black embroidered on the front. This says it's a size 8, and I'm just not that familiar with Lacoste, so I don't really know how their sizing is. But it fits like an XL, I would say, and it's a little bit short. But the color's great, it looks awesome, like underneath like a denim jacket or something like that, even if you cover like the logo on it. But this was, I think, this was a little bit more expensive. This was more like $6, but for a thrift store, I mean, t-shirt, $6, but Lacoste, blue, gator, crocodile. All right, so now out of the t-shirts into something that is super necessary for, God, it's not even fall in Chicago anymore. Fuck. But I guess oncoming winter in Chicago is a nice flannel. So this was actually a surprise to me. I saw it and I kind of love the pattern, the feel of it, but it was a size large. And then I got even more surprised, you know, because I'm not a size large. It shouldn't fit me. I sometimes can in button-ups, but I looked at the brand and it's Abercrombie and Fitch. For all you muscle bros out here, they decided to make a very large, size large flannel. This fits honestly closer to a 2X. It's definitely a little bit longer than my normal taste, but the flannel is fantastic. It's so soft. For what I would consider probably being slightly older, there's no pilling on it at all, so you can tell they use good fabric. I mean, Abercrombie's trash as far as like, just more or less like the owner and the whole people involved are fucking pussies, but they can make decent clothes. It's a slightly higher price point, so it's gonna be that mid-tier, you know, it's gonna be a little bit nicer, it should be at least, but I think I got this for like $5 at our Savers near us, so good flannel for like the winter time, especially layering it under a jacket. You know, I can put it over this hoodie, so Abercrombie and Fitch, yeah. Alright, so now getting into the final few pieces. I got very lucky. I was at this place by me, it's called like Community Thrift in this town called West Dundee. Kind of like really the middle of nowhere, you know, it's just, and I was kind of surprised when I found these. So I ended up finding 2, which I'll show the next one after this. Burberry button-up shirts. So you can see on this one, whoever it was decided to like write their name on the tag. And you could tell they were fucking rich, because I mean, if you have a Burberry shirt, I'm just gonna write, what's your name? Z Moser, right on the tag. But it's a really, really nice feel. It's lightweight. It's awesome colors. It's kind of like a pink, magenta, and green over top of a light blue. Just your classic work button-up. I kind of like wearing these like in like the opposite of how they should be worn. So instead of like having a suit jacket, dress pants, I'll have like jeans on like this, you know, and shit like that, like dirty beat-up boots. I think it's like a super cool look. Some of you should definitely think about trying, but just a classic Burberry shirt. This was it's so funny. I'll find Aeropostale shirts for $15 and then I found this for like $8. So Burberry, plaid, checkered, whatever you want to call it, button-up shirt. Alright, so for the last piece I'm going to show today, like I said, I ended up getting two Burberry shirts at the same spot. This one is more of their classic color scheme, that nice tan, red, white, black. Sometimes it's kind of more of a navy-ish color, but this was an awesome find. You know, I find designer like button-up shirts decently often. You know, usually it's like the Dior Monsieur ones. I'll find like Givenchy Monsieur. But Burberry I never find. Usually when I do find them, they're never in my size. I got so lucky. My guess, I think in button-ups, I'm usually like a 17 or a 17 and a half. So that would, I would imagine, would be around this, even though I don't see a tag. But awesome, awesome find. Again, I think this one was actually a little bit more. This was more like $11, but still a Burberry shirt, like, fuck. Like, I was so geeked when I found this. I thought about selling it, but nah. No way. I kind of wear it a lot like that one. This one I definitely wear more because the colors are more subtle, but awesome Burberry button-up shirt. Yeah. Alright, so those are my most recent pickups from the thrift store. Like I said, I go there all the time. I'm always buying stuff there. And these are just like kind of like a few of like the main like kind of cooler pieces that I bought. You know, I've gotten some other random like shit in the mix, but definitely the most fire. I'm definitely going to be looking for more like jackets now, because I have like a bunch of old thrifted jackets from last year, but a lot of them are like, nah, it's just not the move anymore. So I'm definitely going to be there throughout this week, so hopefully I'll have another video this week. And the main thing, like I've said before, I would love to just start talking like about shit like for this channel, because like I talk a lot, and that's why my videos are always long. Like I'm not good at like being like, here's a Burberry shirt, on to the next. Like I like to talk, I like to explain things, so if you guys have any like random like ideas for videos, because I've kind of been struggling with that, thinking of like where to start, because I just end up going on tangents. So like if you guys have any cool ideas, whatnot, like where I should, like, you know, just what kind of videos you would like to see me make. You know, I have a decent knowledge of fashion, so I think I can do some cool shit. But I don't think I said it in the beginning, but like make sure you follow me on Instagram. Even though I've been like way more inconsistent with it lately, I'm gonna try and get back on like my little fit shit, because I haven't been doing that for a minute. So but that's just about it for this video. I'm definitely going to be back soon. Should probably showing more thrift stuff, and I think maybe I'll show some of the stuff that I actually got recently that I wouldn't put in a video about thrifting. So thanks again for watching. If you stayed loyal to the channel, which has been a very inconsistent and weird thing, but thank you so much. Peace out.